my god, it's your girlfriend. Alright. My moms are on the way, so we just gotta fuck around here for a bit until they get here. Sounds good. I read through all your spam texts, by the way. You fucking cornball. Shit. You really do take after your dad, huh? Needy and melodramatic. Amazing. The full package. I won't lie to you, it was a tough read. I nearly kneeled over from secondhand embarrassment just skimming through the sapfest. Is this the same slick bad boy who would sneak out with me so often? I've never seen you wimp out like that before. Yeah, sorry, I was kinda in the moment there. You know, we're like two of the most high-profile kids on the planet, and it would be kind of a bad look if they got us killed. Think ahead, dummy. Listen, I didn't know where you were. You stopped responding, and I had this nagging feeling that something bad might have happened, which I was actually right on the money about, by the way. Fuck me for giving a shit about my girlfriend, I guess. Stop overreacting, Harry, I was joking. Despite how cringy it was pretty adorable. But you know I'm never gonna let you live that down, right? Haha, yeah. Anyway, enough about this. I think they should be here soon, so let's take a seat and chill, okay? My, how can I resist it? Oh my god, I told you never to say that again. Alright, thank god. Holy shit. Moshi Moshi. B. Yiffany Longstocking. You are Yiffy, approximately 1 hour in the past. And despite being recently detained, tortured, and fed from a dog bowl, the face of true suffering only reveals itself to you now. Reveal your true suffering. God damn it. Visceral, unadulterated embarrassment. Your mollycoddling mom has you on the wrong end of one of her relentless smooch fests for about almost 30 minutes. Like an unconscious patient in the clutches of their sadistic nurse, you're helpless against the smothering. At least when you were a political hostage, you got to do a bit of corpse dancing. This just sucks. If you concern yourself with a nervous lad. Jesus Christ, she's locked in, bro. I have never in my life have seen Kanaya, Rose, Miriam this fucking locked. Holy fuck. My god. I ain't never seen anything like this before, bro. Holy shit. Bro, this goes hard though. I'm stun locked. I'm stun locked, bro. She looks so locked in. She looks so fucking pissed. Bro, I love this. This is really good. Those gonna love this one. Doesn't help that her son is here. Must be nice never having to face this kind of dotting embarrassment, debasement. Sure, his old lady is a tyrannical hag, but she's also friggin' frigid enough to understand the concept of personal space. Dealing with her also seems to have given him a few scant scraps of stoicism to complement his otherwise doormat disposition. The fact he hasn't taken a single compromising creep shot of this story, this sorry display for leverage proves he still has a long way to go. No doubt if your posse of prepubescent punks back at school could see you now, they'd throw up laughing. You don't even want to think about the brutal burns they're cooking up for you after the televised debacle. What were you thinking? Jumping into Rose and Jade's arms like some mewling pup? Even if you declare clown-induced insanity, you'll probably have to do some drastic gymnastics to earn back a modicum of cred. You're not sweating it though. Drastic is the only way you operate. Jade. I know you're happy, as am I, but why not give the children a break? There is a soda machine in the hallway over there. They can decompress from today's events and we can talk business. Business? Yes, business. The kind of business that probably warrants our discussion and attention unmitigated by daughterly distraction. Aw, okay then. One more for the road. Receive the finishing blow. No. At the end of I'm going insane. An end to the indecency. About time. Engineering that reprieve might be just about the only real solid your no-show non-mom has ever actually bothered to do for you. Now the real shit hits the fan. Now the real battle begins. I tried to remember if I've ever seen you drink soda before. I'm pretty sure I saw this branded on Jade's Groceries once and made some assumptions. A lot has happened, huh? Shit, is really going down. Also, everyone knows you exist now, instead of just me and our moms. Wow. You know, I was almost kidnapped once. My mom removed the window after that, which, sucked. Though I guess you'd know, about that. Sorry. I know things have been complicated and kind of lame for you, on no small part because of our families, and especially mine. But I'm glad you're here now, and I think maybe I could try to help you out now that you're here more than I have in the past. Which is to say, very little. Could you maybe turn around when I'm talking to you? Okay, man. Peepus. Okay, man. Bruh. Look at this errant Beavis double fisting those cans of pop. We could just put one down. They're not even open yet, but here he is holding both and unable to take a sip of either, like a chump. Hopefully he learns the valuable lesson from all this. What matters right now is not delicious treats or mutual maternal malaise, but the conversation being held on the other side of the door. The room is soundproof, of course. If you swipe a backstage pass. Okay. Okay. Sure. The sylph has been slow boiling, you can tell. Your mom got pretty far with her martyr's gambit, but even capricious goddesses like her have to pay the piper eventually. You're not about to miss it. You've only been around this earth for 15 years, but it's a self-evident fact that there are no useful authorities. Gifted with unimaginable power, their concern only stretches so far as to manhandle those dependent on them, and tangle into ineffectual deadlock the instant it meets a challenge worth addressing. Potential killed for the sake of comfort. True kindness is real, but only for those that bare teeth and break skin. Why should these disingenuous, bystanding, spineless, selfish adults get anything they want? What in the actual... I'm just reading words. I have no fucking... I'm not digesting these words that are being said at all. What the fuck is going on? I've been glazed over. What's going on? What the fuck is Yiffy self-monologuing about mentally? What the fuck? These are a lot of words. Maybe I'm just stupid. That's probably the case. Anyway, Yiffy, enjoy the show. You hope they eat each other alive. I mean, me too, but not in the way that you think. What? Be the selfish adults. You cannot be one of the selfish adults. They have enough going on as is with their immense baggage. This is very true. Kanaya, it looked for a moment back there that if you were going to actually go through with our mutilate the hostage beyond recognition ruse, with Yiffy rescued and the other children absent, might now be an appropriate time to hash it all out. And what do you feel needs to be hashed exactly? Well, Kanaya, I know you haven't been very happy and you're probably super frustrated, but first of all, I want to say thank you so much for putting everything aside to help us. You're the reason I had my girl back, and with minimal bullet holes too, haha. Also, you have every right to be angry. This isn't a little white lie. It's a whole bed of secrets, which then became an entire child. But whatever it takes to earn back your trust, I'll do it. Ever since we first met, I've respected you, felt cared for by you. I hate how I returned that kindness, Jade. And of course you aren't obligated to ever forgive me. But I don't want to lose you too. I love you, Kanaya. You're my family. You fucked my wife! Let her know. Hey, let her know. let her know. You fucked my wife. Exhales. My apologies, Jade. That was very brave and of course extremely forthcoming of you. A refreshing change of pace from the ongoing process of haggling the truth out of the two of you, detail by sordid detail, following the Yiffy reveal. Implying we are leaving out information that could remedy the situation? Implying, sorry. I didn't want you to remedy the situation. I wanted you to own it. Instead, you let John lead the conversation with his stupid questions and sprinkled out a gaunt attempt at a tear. But a bit shameless, perhaps. It was theatrical. Well, unlike John, I'm not a stranger to your lives. When you feed me some half-baked... Damn. Also... Damn. Throwing John shade. Okay. Motherfucker did nothing but be the realest person on the goddamn belfry. Hello? What did the Egbert do? What did he say fuck Egbert for? What did he say fuck me for? When you feed me some half-baked lie about Carcat and Dave wanting to adopt, I know better. And though that travesty of a name is undoubtedly an incomprehensibly offensive piece of this particular puzzle, what I see is not an explanation, but a glossing over of the worst detail. Jane. Rose, that woman is going to ruin the future for our daughter, and you snuggled into a secret bed with her. For so long, I couldn't convince you to share a cup of tea with Jade. Then years later, you happen to grow a sympathy gland and decide to jump right into sharing offspring. It's my fault, Kanaya. She was the only option I had left. Sure, let's go with that, considering your stated distaste for ectobiology. That's only suitable for trolls, correct? No, everyone deserves a choice, but I already have an entire kingdom of ecto children. This had to be different. No one wants to contribute to the off-brand doppelganger strolling the streets. Easily the worst aspect of this place. Is that why you acquisized? Because I am stumped on that part as well. If memory serves, when we were adopting Vriska, I mentioned the precarious possibility of a Jade Dave Cat brood. What is it that you said again? I believe your approximate verbiage was that their dysfunctional human centipede of a relationship is soaking with lighter fluid and begging to burn, and that you would feel sorry for the grub. Jade's qualities rang too familiar, right? Evasive, pushy, lacking in proper coping mechanisms, carrying an air of unspeakable sadness. The poor kid. Congratulations, you've managed to exhume the solemn cadaver of my mother's memory and make her the star of another argument. As if you ever bothered to bury her. Damn, this is getting a little, kinda, make sure to yo, this conversation go hard, screenshot it. What does this have to do with anything? What I am doing is demonstrating that I have no intention to mediate this situation, or pacify it, or even be a little bit nice right now. Queen shit! Let her know! Let her know! Let her know you ain't no goddamn doormat! Hey yo! Let her know not to fuck with Miriam! Fuck yeah, bro. I am not being nice right now. I've been nice this whole time. Fuck being nice. I am allowed to be a little bit of a bitch right now because one of my friends fucked my wife and has hid a secret love child for 15 years. Let her fucking know. Tell it again for the motherfuckers in the vents. The motherfuckers in the vents. So perhaps you'll actually take me seriously for once, instead of assuming you can pull the Bob Beast curtain over my eyes and distract me from the awful reality that you trusted a monster over me and can't even tell me why. And if you don't like the answer, that is Future Rose's problem. I see. That's Future Rose's problem, as in your ass will be Eridaned. Let it be known. I know that you'll return back, so I don't have to worry about fucking Chainsaw Man start up, fucking kickback starts revving in her ears. That is Future Rose's problem. I see. Okay. I want it on the record. Involving Jane was not my decision, but it was a pre-established prerequisite that I did not fight against. It is Jade's child after all, and you're not completely wrong either. I may have felt some pang of responsibility for a litany of psychologically revealing reasons, but more than anything else, I took her up on it because it felt oddly inevitable. What are you, Thanos? Anyways, deep down I knew it didn't matter. However we handled it, whatever hurt we caused, it was never that serious. I knew you would forgive me. Bro, she says, nah, you'd forgive me. Rose, when did you stop trying? Yeah, Rose, what the fuck? This is not what we discussed. You're devaluing Kanaya's feelings, minimizing our impact on her. Whoa, I'm defending you. No, you are pissing me off. Damn, let her know. Let her know. Hey, yo, let her know. She's going all caps on your ass. Let her know. No, you're pissing me off. But I just don't want things to get even worse. Then stop pretending that my feelings are a top priority and try being honest for once. What does it even matter? Excuse me? You heard me. You were wrong, Kanaya. The truth can't change that. Saying it just fucking hurts more. What does that accomplish? It's so embarrassing. Would you even get it if it had? Would you even get it if I had? You hadn't been alone since we were 13. And the first chance you got, you packed up your cosmic purpose and hid away in the brooding caverns. You have no idea what it's like out there. How traumatizing dating regular citizens was. Imagine trying to love someone who already knows every available detail about you. Who has options on what happened to you. who has opinions on what happened to you as a child, who assumes you're indestructible. Newsflash, it fucking sucks, because no matter how nice they were, they didn't want to know me. They wanted to date the god of space, and I felt sorry for disappointing them. I had my suspicions, but I had no idea it had been that bad. You didn't even hint at it. Why would I? So everyone could lecture me again on how bad my boundaries are? I did that one time. I did that one time. You want bad boundaries? Do you know how many people would be waiting outside public bathrooms to talk to me about their problems? This one guy randomly started apologizing because they cooked their hamster in the microwave, and they looked so sad. I had to hug them and say it was okay, but it was not okay. They murdered their hamster. And their other hamster killed itself. Jade, get out of loneliness. Get to the point. Get to the point. Millions of people told me they loved me, but I was never a real person to them. I couldn't let that happen to Yiffy too. What? I had to save her, Kanaya, and give her the chance to grow up as a normal kid with a normal life. Not one where people would befriend her to get close to me, or fucking bark at her while walking down the street. And Jade had the resources to provide that. Every scare we've had, she was able to cover up. She literally controls the media, for Christ's sake. We could have figured it out. Indebting yourselves to the second coming of the condescension was hardly the only answer. I was right here. That's true, but you could have said no, or worse, I can live with Rose doing this because she wanted to see what would happen, but I couldn't stand the idea of owing my kid to the fact you felt sorry for me, especially after the Dave and Carcat situation. I couldn't do that again. We could have helped you if you let us. I needed a fresh start, not to sit around taking care of grubs and watching shitty rom-coms forever and wasting away in an empty house. Again, fuck John, I guess. I wanted to live, and living here was already so hard, and not only because of the war, what happened to Dirk, or whatever the hell is wrong with John. The world is fucked, and yet despite all of that, Yiffy turned out to be so good, and she's mine. Jade, remember. Little Yiffy! Little Yiffy! Oh my god! I also heard that her like beta name was Ruby, and Ruby is so much better. I'm gonna forget calling her Ruby, but I would like to call her Ruby from now on. Ruby exists because I needed her to. She's the only future I have left. Jade, I recognize you had to sacrifice principles to survive, and that is hard to live with. Even now, I can sympathize. But 15 years? Even if I didn't want her, she was already here. So why make it worse? Why perpetuate the lie? Oh, Tavi continued to hold two cans. Shit, sorry. Hey, Tav. Welcome. Hey! You are now Tavi, but boy, you wish you weren't. Hey, guys. How's it going? Hey, so we may get 3 teamed by everyone here. Tavi may this may be the last we see of this motherfucker. This motherfucker is probably dead by now. He'd be dead. Boy, you wish you weren't. Eh? What the fuck? Wait. Huh? Wee woo, wee woo. Wait, what the fuck is that? Is that Dave's dead body? No. What the fuck is this? Is this a spare body? Is this like a what is this? It's an arm. Wee woo, wee woo. Rose and Kanaya receive the call. Mina transmission. I take it you don't consider the matter concluded to your satisfaction. An incredibly astute observation. You really are a seer. I'm so glad we had this. I'm so fucking glad. I'm so fucking glad that we were able to have this talk. Or not really talk, but mainly this discussion. Not really discussion, mainly just yelling at each other. But I'm so glad we had it, because holy fuck was this needed. This was abso-fucking-lutely needed. I'm so glad. I'm so insanely glad. Because holy shit, them keeping it bottled up like this and then just glossing over it. Kanaya has been sitting here seething and malding for like the past like hour, the past like in-universe day. He's like, how the fuck am I gonna, there's important shit to do. I'm so glad, bro. It's probably the best part of the episode right here. I don't even know how long this video is gonna be, But that whole like discussion was probably the best part, in my opinion. Hell yeah. Fuck yeah. I'm here for it. Anyway. Now off with the people over in the meat timeline, I think. Yes. Oh, right, Jaspros. Right? No. Yes? No, Roxy. Oh, what is he wearing? What? Bruh. What in the goddamn? Sweet dreams, Nadia. Wait, what was Kanaya? Oh, Kanaya is literally dreaming of nothing. Yikes. Anyway. Yeah. What's that? Noise. Noise. Oh shit, she's going off. She's going ham. Oh, it's just Jay blowing on that flute. Huffing and puffing up a storm on that bad boy getting real rowdy. And all that noise has me thinking Rowdy Russet has come back from the dead, only to be tragically eaten by a hungry chest guy and all over again. Roxy! Contrary to what his name would have you believe, Rowdy Russet was just one of my sweetest cats, by the way. Aw. No, sorry. Mosh mushy. Oops, did the noise wake you? I'm about a decade rusty at sucking with this thing. What? I'd play an instrument actually. No, but it seems the orchids have too refined taste for the bass. So picky. Nah, I was already making my rounds. I got the new PJs. I gotta make them known like a traveling circus showing off their newest bearded lady. I do like your new PJs. Thank you. They're the hottest couture of the market. Fresh from the mind of the Schoonervilles. Schooner? My jaw. This is rare, by the way. My throat's fine. Okay, not fine, but it's better than what I want to stop like talking because my jawbone is tired. Bro, I'm going to be looking like I've been mewing or some shit, bro. My jawline hurts. Brother. I've been sitting here. I've been trying to put my all into this bitch, putting my whole fucking ussy into this shit. What? Putting my whole thing into everything of it, but it's just like my shit's starting to hurt. I'm only human. When does this chapter end, by the way? Does this chapter end? Schoonerville's very own Hikaru Mariam. I noticed you and Dave Cat have been getting a lot of clothes from her recently. Yeah, aside from getting those guys to wear something other than the same stank PJs every day. It's also just good to keep her busy with something other than brooding in quiet contemplation all hours of the non-day. Anywho, what are you cooking up in here, Harl? I'm growing orchids onto the trunk of this tree. They're just hanging off the branch like that? Yeah. Orchids are a type of plant called epiphytes, meaning they can survive off the backs of other plants instead of the dirt. In the dirt, the roots attach themselves to the tree, and after some aggressive loving, and watering, eventually they can grow on the tree all by themselves. Oh, so they're like mistletoe. Well, actually, mistletoe is parasitic. They suck on the water and nutrients straight out of the trees, and they grow on. Orchids don't do that at all. They just use the tree like an anchor to get their sweet spot so they can grow. For an orchid to kill the tree, it'd have to be huge. Like, huge enough to block out all the sunlight and keep it for itself. Neat. So what's the plan you got in the corner over there? I'm glad you asked. Hey, yo. What? What? What in the goddamn? What? What just happened? Roxy? What did you do? Whoa. What the fuck? Oh! Oh, wait, okay. The space ladies are going on a journey. Oh, right, I guess, oh, Kanaya did get hit with whatever Roxy had. Roxy, what the fuck? Oh, hey. Roxy, Calliope, is that Kanaya? Calliope, Roxy, that Jade. Where are we? Roxy, yo, where are we? This is a spectral dream bubble Callie set up. I don't even remember falling asleep. Yeah, I used Callie's special magic sleep dust on you. Sorry for conking y'all out, but Callie said we had to do this tonight. What? I thought the dream bubbles had been destroyed. I thought so too. The origin of these new bubbles is unclear, though it seems like they might actually be emanating outwards from our destination. But I must admit, I'm happy to send back. Outwards from their destination, so the black hole that the other Calliope did? What? Ladies first? Wow, I must say that this vast expanse of nothingness was well worth the minute inconvenience of being magicked to an untimely slumber via a substance that I'm still not altogether sure isn't actively harmful to biological life. Turn around. Yo! Wait a minute. Bro. Yo! This is... Yo! Bro! What the hell? This is wild. Yo, what the fuck? This is all on the page. Yo, that's sick. I think it was 118. Bro, that's wild. You can do that. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Look at this nice, clean scrolling. What a daring dream. Go a little closer. That's sick. That's awesome. Alright. Pause. I need to take a drink. Holy fuck. This is a lot of talking. I'm not used to it. Is that still visible, by the way? Is this like hard to see? And I'm saying this an hour and 25 minutes after I started my recording, but I hope it's decent. Do that. Whoa, so intense, right? Intense, right? So what exactly are we looking at here? Our cosmic canonical correspondent. You could call it a visual representation of our, well, our everything. Forgive my ignorance, but I recall our universe looking more, amphibian. This looks vaguely closer to the door we took to claim the ultimate reward, albeit more fucked. This is true, but this diorama exemplifies something far grander than any single universe. I think it wasn't all crazy like this last time. The last time, you've been here before. Yeah, it was like a million years ago by now, but I came out here once on my way out of a dream looking for my boo thing. And it was more or less just a regular looking blockhouse back then. I believe its current appearance is due to the work of outside influence. You're saying he did this. I'm not entirely sure, but yes, that is my current working theory. I brought you here together so we can discuss what is to be done about this. There is a reason you neglected to add Carcat and Dave to this Socratic slumber seminar. While the Knights will no doubt prove invaluable in their impending conflict, when it comes to these finer points of discussion, their chins do tend to wag. What? Love them to death, but they can't shut the fuck up. So in so many words, our true goal with this endeavor has been rather vague these last few years, and as our time on this ship begins to draw to a close, I believe we should start a serious dialogue about what we plan on doing once we touch ground. God, I love seeing you boss up. I understand that, but couldn't we just talk normally, without all this chloroform ninja shit? It was a bit much. I apologize for my draconian methods, but I needed to make sure our discussions could be held free from prying eyes of outsiders. Yeah, because this is about us, our family, our future. What is there to discuss? I thought my plan was well understood. Okay, sheesh, well that's hella badass and vengeful, but like, damn shoddy, I don't know, maybe there's other options than just going and slicing his shit to smithereens. Also, like, could you even? I'd very much like to try. I would like to try it at least once. Let's maybe try something less fucked up first. I'm not sure if you're aware, Roxy, but we are more or less the foremost experts when it comes to being quote-unquote fucked up. Anyway, he started it! Nothing remains but to finish it. Yikes. Why don't we all cool off for a second? I wanted to ask Calliope something. Who did you mean by outsiders? Yes, well, I began preparing my dreamly magics as soon as you were released from her hold. We needed to do this before she comes back. It seems this constellatory quarrel doesn't quite understand. I never left. She was already here. Oh my god, you really are just like your sibling. Gah! Callie, chillax. How did she sneak up behind us like that while she's glowing up like a Christmas tree? I do not sneak. I was always behind, before, alongside you. I'm always alongside, behind, and before you. I simply made my presence known to you. What are you doing here? To make a correction to my counterpart's assertion, you believe the current appearance of the home is due to the actions of the prince, but that is a half-truth. The root of the issue is far deeper than that. Oh boy. Though the prince's actions have exacerbated the damage, they are not its origin point. It's due to the beliefs and desires of those far beyond even my grasp. It is all that we are or were, and its current form is representative of those outsiders think that we are should be. This home is in its current form has become abominable. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. It is not cool. It is an eyesore, and worse, its purpose has become obfuscated, form-plagued with an ever-expanding amalgamation of wings, and rooms, and atriums, and winding exhibition halls. All uncurated, thoughtlessly tacked on to accommodate garish, self-indulgent new installations. And stairs. And stairs. It keeps happening, huh? Yes, it keeps happening. Har, har, har. Although I doubt it can be restored to its original state, the growth can be curbed. With or without your assistance, these antics can be brought to a satisfying and hopefully timely conclusion. The prince thwarted, the renovations finished, and the rest of the recalcitrant furniture bolted neatly back into place. Are you calling us fucking furniture? Who's the couch? Shut up. Sorry. Calliope. Huh? No, not you, the dead one. The alternate Calliope. We gotta come up with a different name. How about Bossy Dead Bitch? Oh, snap. You call me Al. That's almost cute. Is this cryptic expositioning truly necessary? Al. Actually, no, I'm not calling you that. For you, no, but there are other invested parties. We were about to engage in a rather important discussion. Yes, you were. However, to make it simpler for you, I'll tell you this. Ultimately, what you plan here has very little bearing on what you will do. We will arrive on Deltrius, and I will move this story to its conclusion without further complications. Little else matters. What the hell is Domitrius? And why should we believe any of that? It is my duty to tell the truth to those I protect. Well, I think we're all better off without your protection. You can choose to believe that, but my duty grants me authority that surpasses the need for your consent. Geez, you did I said consent? Weak shit. I'm sure he thinks the same way. Meeting adjourned. Ugh. Well, that sucked shit. Good to know that no single narrator is even worth a damn, and everyone here is a fucking villain. Good to know. Anyway, Dirk. Mushy mushy. Hello, Dirk. Well, well, well. Look who comes crawling back. Had your fill of splashing around the narrative kiddie pool? Sick of its sterile, chlorinated, artificial reek, its mind-numbing placidity, punctuated only by the occasional thrashing tantrums of whiny fucking crybabies and the shrill rebuke of the lifeguard? Ready to take the floaties off and dive back into the depths of churning primal ocean from which everything that matters in the story evolved, to which it must inevitably return? Of course you are. Come join me. The water's fine. Bro, I love that y'all are doing this, but it's fucking with my capture. I'll keep it a buck. Ew, wow, look at this. This is very cool. This is a very cool collage. I like it. I like the art style, by the way, that they've been doing with these characters so far. It's very clean. Very nice. It's actually showing their, like, you know, characters. Alright, I gotta go closer because holy shit. White on light orange is probably the most dog shit thing I've ever seen. Anyway, I hope y'all can see this. I'm going on with reading, so I hope it looks at least readable. As you've hopefully gathered by now, things are happening again. They've been happening again for a while now, since a certain handsome somebody decided to get off his toned muscular ass and ascend to godhood for the sake of getting the narrative and all his friends' lives back on track. You're welcome, by the way. But they're especially happening again here and now. When last you left us, our contest had just begun. Rose and I were beginning the lengthy and convoluted process of engineering our own races to populate Deltrius. Meticulously tweaking their genetic profiles, their respective collective unconsciousness, in order to create a species fit to conquer the next session of the game. Well, I was. Rose dipped pretty early on in that visual montage to spend some quality time trading barbs and bumping uglies with the supposedly impartial proctor of said contest, next to the vacant meat sack that once housed her consciousness. Irresponsible, sure, but to give credit where due, it was irresponsible in a poignant and symbolically weighty sort of way. Classic Rose shit. Rest assured, however, that since then she spent at least as much time throwing herself into the work as she has cruising for the occasional caligulous bruising. Gross. It's been a pretty good time, to be honest. Every now and then I can feel her interest waning, but she's done an incredible job cooking up a witty retort of a race to deep rhetorical questions posed by my equally, if not even more bombastically inspired offspring. She's proven herself a worthy rival and a worthier collaborator. Her patience for this particular stage of our grand designs is starting to fray, but it's just as well. Both of us have essentially done all we feel we can do to lay down solid psycho-sociological foundations for our chosen peoples. Rose's growing discomfort with and desire to move on from this process helps to curb an urge of mine that she's correctly identified as a deep-seated need to micromanage things I care about. A few days back, we both agreed that it's high time we get this fucking show on the road, so we put the finishing touches on our scions and are just about ready to drop them kicking and screaming to the wilds of this beautiful doomed planet. Mosh machine. Why is it so pixelated? Wait, not even just pixelated. Why is it so blurry, bruh? Like, look at Dirk. Like, that's not your, like... Okay, now it's better. Actually, give me a moment to fix something that's been bugging me. Dirk, render yourself in a more age-appropriate manner this instant. There we go. We're adults, for fuck's sake! For God's sakes, we're adults here! Now all that remains is to Dirk! All that remains to Dirk! What? What are you doing? You're doing the thing again. And what's worse is that instead of at least having the decency to spout off something new or interesting, you have instead chosen to waterboard the raw neural tissue of my think pan with an acrid and superfluously overcarbonated narrative recap dump. Well, it is a recap for you, but for those who haven't checked on us in a while, it's more of a stage setting thing. It's basically a recap for them too, idiot. Your inability to shut up even as you actively champion the need to get things moving would be almost as awe-inspiring if it wasn't so astoundingly obnoxious. Terezi, as you can tell, is still decidedly less enthusiastic about the whole shindig. Maybe she's feeling a bit unheard and insignificant, confronted with the reality-shaking splendor of two gods deep in their Genesis bags. And with little time to entertain her trivial mortal misgivings, maybe the magnificent gravity of this is lost on her entirely, as she seems to spend all her effort these days avoidantly trudging through a mire of self-pity and principled deadlock, instead of getting into the fucking spirit of the moment a little bit and appreciating not only the opening lines of a stupendously important chapter in the history of fucking everything, but her privileged role in it. Maybe she'd prefer if we just in medias res this shit and skip straight to the... Yes, you petty, vindictive jerk. I would vastly prefer that. Especially given what that is something you explicitly promised me that we would be able to do. And we will. After Rose and I release our progeny into the Deltrius wilds, the three of us are going to time skip forward 10,000 years or so we don't have to sit around twiddling our thumbs like assholes and waiting for our respective species to become sufficiently advanced. Even I'm not so much of a micromanager that I'd be able to keep myself entertained for millennia with only Deltrius to play with. Nobody has the patience for that. Besides, we have other important shit to get to. Also, you'd probably die of old age. I'm about to die of boredom right now! So if you're finished monologuing and lecturing and generally being a self-satisfied paprika prick, it'd be grand of you to drop your kids off at the dawn of their civilizations, fire up your bullshit machine, and launch us to the beginning of the new session lickety-split, yeah? It's lickety-split. Lickety-split. Lickety-spit. It's lickety-split, yeah? Yuck. Anyway, I'm pretty much done monologuing, but I got a bit more lecturing and self-satisfied paprika pickery in me, so you're going to have to sit tight for a little longer. Bleh, don't you bleh me. You think you can just roll up to my You think you could just roll up to my grand commencement speech and interrupt my triumphant expository flex sesh without taking at least some of the heat? Lest you forget, you've actually got a pretty important role to play in all this, taking up the helm at the command terminal, guiding the Deltrian civilization slowly but surely towards the game. A role Rose tells me you've chosen to automate. Yep. What? What? It's just a little disappointing is all. Rose and I put so much work into whipping up some zany, adorable, kind of fucked up little dudes. The least you could do is attempt to give a shit about how they turn out. Or was that all the hand-wringing about how worried you were that Rose and I were becoming big, bad cosmic tyrants with no regards for the poor little mortals, buffeted to and fro by the vicious momentum of our designs, just virtue signaling? Or worse, foreplay? Wow, pretty low, Terezi. I expected a lot better from you. That jokey but not really familial guilt trip moon shit maneuver might work on Rose, but it doesn't. But it doesn't mean shit to me. It does. Not that I needed to bust it out for you. I know you wouldn't just abandon the Deltrians to their cruel march of time and whatever scant preparation you imagine we gave them. You don't trust Rose or I to give enough of a fuck about them, and despite your occasional protestations, you are, for the most part, too good a person to just turn your back on them and let whatever happens happens. I trust that the automated suggestions you put in place and the conditional map that prompts them were thought through and with an honestly touching amount of care. Considering your misgivings, there's no doubt in my mind that even if Rose and I hadn't already basically knocked this creationism shit out of the park, the sons and or daughters of Deltrius would make it into the game just fine with even the barest phantom of your counsel. That's why I'm allowing you to do this at all. I don't need your permission. Wrong? Oh, fuck you. And for the record, you're also wrong in your assertion that we don't care about them. We do. I do, at any rate. Yeah, your parental generosity knows no bounds. Like, anyone would be grateful to have a benevolent creator like you. One that'll ultimately ensure their entire planet is obliterally bombarded and their species all but driven extinct, save for a few lucky juveniles. That's just how this shit goes down for species lucky enough to fucking matter, Terezi. Circle alive, Hakuna Matata, que sera sera. And you know it, and you know it. I don't know shit. Plato, nice. All this hate on philosophizing, yet here you are, busting out the certified classics to counter my rhetoric. I don't know who Plato is, but if I don't know shit is the best he had to offer, he couldn't have been that worth studying. Plato was actually pretty badass, but we're straying from the point. Originally, the plan was to pop in every couple hundred years to check on the Deltrian race's progress and to give you a bit of time to guide them manually, which I maintain would have been pretty fun. And would encourage you, probably fruitlessly, to consider giving it a go, but hey, you say you aren't feeling it? Fine, I can make concessions. I got other agents in play, and as I've said, I know you aren't going to risk fucking your end of the work up. How can you be sure? Maybe extend proximity to Stridelawn delusions of grandeur has driven me to the breaking point. Maybe I'm just laying low, earning your trust so I can completely ruin your plans for another season, doing all I can to turn Skya's attention elsewhere and disqualify this planet as a candidate, not only to protect the untold millions of future Deltrians you plan to pulverize, but also for the satisfaction of shattering that stoic deadpan of yours, if just for one delicious moment. Ooh. Must feel pretty good to imagine, huh? But you won't. I'm sure, Terezi, because if you did, I just have to take you out of the picture and start again. Not that you value your own life that much right now, though you really should, but you and I both know you aren't here because I need you. You're here because you need me. You need this session to happen. You need a chance to fix the mistake you got in that wallet, burning a hole through your pocket. You made a lot of those, Terezi, but you know that besides being important, what we're doing here is a chance to rectify one of them. And you aren't going to let that chance slip up. I know what it's like to make hard choices for the people you care about. To run your brain raw thinking about how to make things right. I've been doing it my whole damn life. The choice you're presented here is pretty much fucking easy. And you're a very smart person, so I trust you to make the right decision. That's all. I don't really feel like pontificating at you anymore. Great. We're getting ready to kick things off, so all I have left is to ask you is this. Do you think you've done everything you need to do to prepare the terminal? We're counting on you. He's counting on you. Yeah, everything's set up. I don't feel like being pontificated at anymore either, so I'm leaving. Once you and Rose get done philosophizing each other, let me know, so we can get this bullshit time skip over and done with. I'll be in my fucking chambers. These are shared chambers, but whatever. Bump. Stridelawn's banter. That was an intense little moment. Ooh, my god. Bro really just had to flex on her for a second, like, You know I can snap your neck in an instant. Not even that. I can just use my heart powers to let you jump off a bridge right now. You're still mortal. You won't come back. We will though. That's cold. That's cold shit. That's cold shit. But I kind of fuck with it. I kind of like it when Dirk ends up, you know, kind of letting that thing swing, if you know what I mean. Just like just from time to time. Just, you know, just keep a reminder like, yeah, I'm that motherfucker. Well, don't you just look all like near automata looking at us. Looks like you're getting pretty good at motivational speaking. Well, someone needs to shake the rust off her. She's getting nerves right before the big game. We're never gonna make it to the nationals at this rate. Ah, fucks the sports. How quickly I forgot them. There's gotta be some kind of sports penalty for us forgetting the sports. Oh, definitely. I've been very bad, and I need to be punished to preserve the integrity of the sports. Hey, yo? What the fuck? Hello? Let me just slip into my jackass sports judge mime outfit and get to laying down the fucking sports law. Let's stop saying sports. Agreed. Speaking of outfits, though, look at you. You like it? It's chic. I dig the return of the hood. You could deliver a whole hell of a lot of cryptic prophecies out from under that sucker. Yes, well, I figured that if I'm to appear before our chosen peoples as a harbinger of their simultaneous doom and salvation, I may as well look the part. That is very much true. You slayin'! I'm in there. I'll keep it honest. I'm in there. Raw. Next question. Do you feel the part? It doesn't really matter what I feel. We have a job to do, and I'm trying to enjoy myself to the best of my ability while we do it. Trying, huh? Speaking frankly, I've grown tired of... Rose gestures about the lab, the vats of our ectobiological triumphs and failures, blasé and almost wary in a way I haven't seen from her in a while. It calls to mind the exhaustion she felt before ascending, what must feel like a lifetime for her ago, and rings faintly of morality in a way that concerns me. This, fussing over all the tedious minutiae of getting the baby's room ready. The prospect of this contest was entertaining to me for a time, but the longer it drags on, the closer we draw to the due date, the more it repulses me. I'm glad you've agreed that we're basically done tinkering here. I don't think I have much more patience for it, I can tell. I'm also glad you've elected to hear Trezzy out vis-a-vis the time skip and save us the hassle of guiding the Deltrins manually. I know it must be hard for you. It'd actually be incredibly easy for me. Just time traveling forward is a no-go. At the frantic rate our pursuers are hurtling towards us, they'd catch up to Deltrius far before it had a chance to birth any sort of civilization at all, and that'd be a mess, especially with us only due to pop in millennia after the fact. We'd probably return to a planet totally unfit for game candidacy. Local time travel, while technically possible, tends to get pretty fucked even in the most ideal circumstances. To say nothing of the fact that it's way outside my wheelhouse as a hard player, the concept works pretty well for my purposes, and as a burgeoning omnipotent narrative god, I can mimic it in a way that's functionally identical. Do you think that DaveBot will end up showing up to help Dirk out? Maybe. That's probably what he plans on doing, so it's like, I need someone who knows shit about time. Like, alright, your man is here. Your brother. Hey, it's me, your brother. House. Okay. I lost track. Fuck, I'm so tired. It's been almost 2 hours. Wallahi, I'm cooked. I'm gonna have to cut this up. I can mimic and function. The move here is that I'm going to envelop the local galaxy group in a pocket of my influence and narratively accelerate it via bullshit, so that whatever's going on in here goes on faster, so we can get to the good shit faster, so we can get on with our jobs, so you gawking voyeurs have more of our lives to guzzle greedily down. Why the galaxy group? Why not just the solar system or even just the planet? My answer to that question is twofold. Firstly, I want the Deltrian societies to have a convincing view of their place in the cosmos, at least locally. What kind of civilization worth its soul-searching salt doesn't look to the night sky with wonder and curiosity in their hearts? It wouldn't do for them to exist in a world where the sun never sank below the horizon, or where the stars didn't dance tellingly across the sky, revealing the kind of hard-hitting secrets only astronomy can. Secondly, I'm showing off. I've been really coming into my own, power-wise, and it's not just my heart abilities that have to shot up a few exponentially longer echelons. Dirk? Oh yeah, Rose can't hear when he's monologuing. Oddly enough. Although I guess Trezzy being the mind person, guess it makes sense. Of course, Rose isn't talking about the mechanics of the time skip. She's talking about the reasoning behind it, and the lack of precise control over Deltrius' development that will result as a consequence of it. I just figured I'd take the time to address the how factor for you all before the fucking pendants among you start making a fuss, acting like I haven't thought all this shit out. Yeah, you know who you are, David. Also, I'm stalling. Uncharacteristic of me, I know. Dirk, sorry. Got caught up with something. Far be it from me to stand between you and your enigmatic somethings. You're welcome to stand wherever you like. Anyway, no, it isn't that hard for me. It'd be fun, but as I keep having to explain to people, I'm willing to compromise on certain points. Though I will say it's unfortunate to hear you making them instead of our complainer on retainer. What can I say? I don't feel particularly inclined to play house right now. Not even with me, huh? Not even with you. Damn, cold. Cold as ice. Where are we going? Oh, this is beautiful ass art. For a while, neither of us say anything at all. Then, still silent, Rose turns and leaves the lab, a billowing steam of orange. I follow after her at a respectable distance, and together we leave the mouth of the cave, make our way up the steps, carved into the cliffside, and it now burrows onto finally cresting the plateau, and wordlessly taking a seat together at the edge of the cliff to look out over one of Deltrius' vast and alien oceans. Wait, what's with the ocean, you might ask? A while back, it became apparent that while my Deltrian offspring were to be terrestrial, Rose's were going to be aquatic. Back when I figured we'd have a more active role in their development, it felt appropriate to me that our base of operations should straddle land and sea, existing impartially at the precipice between the two competing worlds. I liked it to transport, via bullshit of course, our humble grotto to the wreck of the Thesis to those cliffs overlooking the sea, that we might watch over our children from a local more suitably dramatic and liminal than some fucking plane in the middle of nowhere. Now, however, the effort, insofar as it was one, which it isn't, seems to have been mostly in vain. No seagulls cry here, anyway. Rose and I made a lot of other filler fauna to help our species integrate into the local biosphere, while working through our respective game plans. But I never got around to replicating our approximating seagulls, I guess. I guess I'm not gonna bother. It doesn't particularly feel like much of a home anymore. As we sit side by side, watching the horizon, Rose is even harder to read than usual. I begin to feel a twinge of a vexation that I have been all too aware of over untold trillions of iterations of myself. A dread that's reared its head again recently. The fear that my plan isn't understood, my efforts aren't appreciated, that I'm alone again. I worry that she's slipping away, growing disinterested in our time together, and I'm not willing to lose her, so much as it feels like admitting a kind of defeat. I prepare to make her... Thank you for taking me with you, Dirk. Yeah? Wow. That was a moment. That was an actual moment of, like, we saw Dirk Strider. That was the motherfucker we saw right there. You saw doubt. You saw, like, doubling over with worry. Now that's fucking storytelling right there. Bro, I'm fucking inept. I'll let it be known now. I'm pretty fucking stupid, but times like this, just like, wow, you could see it. You could, like, see it. And that's just pretty fucking cool, I say. You could actually, yeah. I may be less than enchanted with this stage of the work, but I know it's important. It's just straying dangerously close on a lot of things I'm trying to not to fixate on right now. Wounds that are still fresh for me as the sum for the myriad legions of my parts. Home, family, petty little things, personal things. Those are important too. Not as important as this is. For all my temporary discomfort with the prospect of settling down on Deltrius and starting what could very loosely be considered a family with you, I want you to know that my heart is in what we are working towards. Technically, you don't have a heart. Shut up. And that I'm happy to be here with you. Not drifting around in a constrictive small pond, getting caught up in trivialities like politics and celebrity and romance, but saving the fucking universe. Relief pulses through me in an immense wave. Relief and unfathomable, indescribable pride. It's almost paralyzing. I just sit here for a while, grateful for my shades and their ability to protect me from making eye contact with my daughter, who is in this moment as brilliant as the aspect that adorns her hood. I should tell her. Well, you're welcome. She scoffs at my bare bones response as I'm forced to marvel at her ability to communicate so weightedly, convey such a minutely specific blend of emotion as understanding, affection, acknowledgement, encouragement, admonishment, and so many more, all with the hardware of a literal machine. She's an incredible person. To my credit, I'm also an incredible engineer. At any rate, Rose might be beating my ass on an emotive front, but I'm still capable of articulating myself well enough. And I better start soon or I'm going to be looking like a real fucking dork. That's because you are, bud. Oh my god, Dirk Strider has feelings. Wallahi, wallahi, Dirk Strider has feelings. I don't think there's anyone I'd rather be doing this with than you. The rest of them just don't have it in them right now to understand what it is we're fighting for here. They can't grasp the stakes. Even now, they're on their way here, actively trying to stop us from saving them all. They'll probably catch us right before our entrances into the game, actually. I won't insult you by asking if you're going to be okay when the time comes to face them, demanding answers they won't accept to questions they aren't even asking, because I know that you will. So I'm glad to have you with me. I'm glad you understand. I'm doing this for all of us. I am doing this for all of us. That's just... Oh my god, that's familial bonding. What the fuck? That was heartwarming. What the fuck? Dirk, you're a bit of a cock for what all you did, but goddamn, that wasn't just heartwarming as shit. I feel like my voice is going to give out at any moment, so I feel like this is a good place to stop. It is almost 2 hours. But I haven't seen a next chapter sort of deal, and I don't think I'm gonna find it. So, who the fuck is Big Kahuna? Wait, let's see who Big Kahuna is. Oh, this Big Kahuna. Wait a minute. Go back. Never mind. We'll stay here. It seems like it all wants to, save game here. Oh my god. I'm so... My voice... Oh, my voice. Jesus. This is like 2 videos worth of recording. It's almost been 2 hours of me sitting here reading shit. Oh my god. My shit's fucked. Anyway. I hope y'all enjoyed all that. That was fun. It's like going back to my old times of me like breaking off halfway. Regardless. I hope y'all enjoyed this big soiree back into Beyond Canon. Things are really kicking off, and it's very, very, very nice. I can't wait to read more. I'm probably gonna read more tomorrow if my voice can permit it, but because I need to catch up because everyone's saying a bunch of spoilers around me, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I don't forget shit that quickly, so I don't forget shit very much at all, especially when it's something that I care about. So I'm a little pissed off, but at the same time, you know, we'll see how they get there. But regardless, thank you all for watching. Have a good day, night, evening, twilight, whatever it be, wherever you are. I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye!